Alrighty everyone, it's your boy Genius out at the range again today with the 6-hour P365 with a new addition, the Fox Army FXV-22 Pro in green. So as you know, I've done quite a few reviews on these optics, the FXV-22 Pro in red, the FXV-22 in green, not the Pro, just the green. Also, I had an FX12, which is a full-size optic. All have been great for me. I even had a rifle red dot that they sent me. Everything I've had from them has been fantastic. I hope the people that watch the channel regularly know that I'm in the business of being straight up, and it means the world to me when someone purchases something that I recommend, and I don't take that lightly. And I do appreciate the over 50 times, maybe more than that, that's just what I'm aware of, that people have used my discount code G210 at checkout. So that means quite a few people have purchased it from my recommendation. I did a tailgate top, if you will, where I unboxed everything kind of like I did with the others. So if you want to go over and check that out, I'll talk a little bit about the features. Today, just shooting it for zero, and I'm going to rack it off of the tailgate, some of the things I did to them in the past, and make sure that it's maintaining zero. During the review that I done on the 365 today, I put 3 magazines through it. That's 30 rounds. I put a magazine through it, zeroing the optic, making sure it was dead accurate. That's 40 rounds. And then I'm going to put 3 more through it to make it 70 rounds. Actually, I did 6 during the review on this. So it would be 100 rounds today with this Fox Army FXV-22 Pro, and it is still maintaining zero, as they all have. I completely trust this option. My wife prefers this one. Probably going to have to give up my red dot now that I have this one that is on my Canon MC9 LS, and let her have it because she likes it a lot as well. So before we get started shooting, zeroing, all of that, as always, make sure you know Jesus Christ is your Savior. If you do not know, reach out to me in the comments as always. Also at g2tactical@gmail.com. Be happy to share the gospel and the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ with you. Either way, what I'm going to do is, like I said, already have a tabletop up on this. I'm going to turn the camera around, show you that it is indeed zeroed. I'm going to rack it off the tailgate, drop it a few times, stuff like that, show you that it's zeroed again. Again, I don't know how to really do these types of reviews other than just shooting it and just showing you that it works and telling you that I've never had issues out of these optics. Again, I do invite you to go over and check out the unboxing video, so let's do that. All right, just as I said, I'm going to show you that indeed it is or has been zeroed. I hope that I'm zeroed. Here at 12 yards, I'm just going to put this 10-round magazine through it. Then I'm going to turn the camera around, drop it a few times, rack it off the tailgate, show you that it's still holding zero, and talk a little bit more about it. Don't get much better than that, I don't think. Yeah, probably could. You could always do better. So what I'm going to do is just what I've done with the other ones that I had. I'm just going to rack it a few times off the tailgate. Let me try to get over here. And I don't want to mess up my gun. You know how I am. So I'm just kind of going to hit it on the tailgate here. And one thing that I liked about the optic on the other ones, having done this right here, it really did not rough the finish up. I mean, whatever gets on the finish, it always comes right off. Never had any beef with that at all. Again, those aren't necessarily light taps there. I'm hitting it pretty hard. And I can tell you I've had other optics that I'll leave unnamed that lost to zero when I did that right there. So I'm gonna put another magazine through it, and then I'll flip the camera around and show you that it's still holding, or at least I hope it's still holding 0. So let's do that. I guess the most insane thing to me, insane in the membrane, the most insane thing to me, and the thing that my wife likes so much about it, is just how clear the glass is. You know, I had a Romeo X, and I was petrified to wipe it with whatever clothing I was wearing, because that's how easy it was to scratch. One thing that I really like about these is I've always just been able to wipe them on my clothing, and it does not haze up or scratch the lens whatsoever. Super clear glass on this thing, and I don't know if that'll show up for camera, but all that beading, and that's not a soft spray on bed liner either. I don't know what that stuff's made of, but it's almost like metal. Did not put a mark on the thing. It just made some, almost like the finish come off of the tailgate or something, and you just wipe your finger over it and it came right off. The finish is very durable on this. For such a budget-friendly offering in the optic world, to have such a clear glass that doesn't haze up and scratch up on you, and I'm shooting into the sun. This is something I was talking about the other day with my aim point. I'm shooting into the sun, and when I was shooting with my 407K the other day, I was pointing out like this, and when I tell you it got this rectangular, almost picture frame like around the dot, and just basically the dot was, you know, it was basically rendered useless in the sun, right? This is just as clear shooting or pointing directly at the sun as it was when it's overcast. It's not the case with the Holliston 407. This is a great optic, I'm telling you, and I want people to go out and pick it up because I know they're going to agree with me. All the people that have reached out to me and told me they got it off of my recommendation and thanked me so much because they really love the optic. Budget-friendly offering, but it has higher priced features to me anyway, or performance, should I say. So I'm going to put this magazine through it, and then I'm going to turn the camera around back on the target again, and we hope that it's still holding 0. All right, so let's get it turned to spray paint the target, get it turned around, and let's see if it's still holding 0. All right, here we go. 12 yards, FXV-22 Pro. Let's see if she's still holding 0 after a beating. I would say so. I pulled the first one to the left and pulled one to the right, but she's right there. She's right there. Nice group in the center. Any of them that got off a little bit was just me pulling. Either way, can't recommend the optic enough. Go out, pick you up a FXV-22 Pro from Fox Army. Use my discount code G210 to save 10% at checkout over on Amazon. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please consider going over, supporting me on Patreon, G2tactical.com. Consider monetarily supporting me over there. And as always, on this beautiful, beautiful day that the Lord has made and allowed me to come out and shoot guns, to God only be the glory.